just setting off, breathless as usual, setting off from Great Haywood. The junction is just behind me. I wasn't going to move today because I'm feeling slightly under the weather. I've also seen an absolutely ginormous wasp in the bedroom, which is the first room there. I saw it and I sort of went for the fly killer stuff. Came back and I couldn't see it anymore. Now there's a chance it escaped through the bedroom window thing, which fortunately that one's lost its mesh cover, which I thought was a pain in the arse, but which now, and I would have replaced it before now, except it's on the wrong side. So I'm just heading for the lock. Literally 300 yards from where I was moored, there's a lock. 2 locks today. I'm going to go through 2. As I say, I'm just feeling low on energy. I've got this bunged up nose, snotty nose, and just, yeah, there's something the matter. Well, I mean, it's a cold, isn't it? It's just one of those summer colds or mild flus or something, but just not feeling quite the thing. Now, I waited until a boat came past me head on. Several passed me going the other way towards the lock. I was waiting for a boat passing from the lock, and one passed and I just sort of jumped up and decided to go, because that means the lock should be full, set in my favour, so to speak. So I thought, you know, it's only a 10-minute job. I've still got to pull the boat over, but you know, every little helps if you're a bit under the weather, doesn't it? So let's jump off and let's get the boat pulled in. What I'm looking out for is if there's any boaters up ahead coming up through the lock. Now this is unusual. Bottom gate's open. I think a boat's just coming in there. Right. Okay, so I don't know what's happened. I cannot figure this out for the life of me. But that lock is empty, and not only that, but the bottom gate is actually open. To add insult to injury, so I've got to do the full lock. But it's, you know, it's having lock in your favour saves time. It doesn't really save that much effort, because you've got to park the boat and go and sort it out anyway, you know. So you're not saving loads of effort. But anyway, crack on. Great if you've got a crew. Well, everything's great if you've got a crew. Okay. I'd love to know who emptied that lock, because nobody's come past me. How has that happened? So what I need is the windlass. Hiya. I'm not going to make the usual schoolboy error of thingy-oing, forgetting the windlass and having to go back. But who the hell came through this lock? I literally left it. Sorry, the boat passed me 10 minutes ago. Is it possible someone whizzed past? But what's extra annoying, right? I'm going to have to go this way. What's extra annoying is that whoever's come through, they've obviously gone down. They've left the back gate, the bottom gate, open, which you should never do. Always close the bottom gate. So, not only was it not in my favour as expected, I'm going to faff with the bottom flaming gate anyway. It's not the end of the world, is it? Shut up, whinging. can get across here. Now I used to step across these as a matter of routine. But when you're not well, it's a different ball game. And I'll tell you something else as well. This looks slightly wider. In my first couple of years on the boat, I've stepped across locks like this many times, but that just looks a bit too far. I think it's because I'm not myself. I should be able to step across that without any problem. What's put me off is a couple of weeks ago I caught me boot as I stepped, and if I did that there I would really hurt myself. But yeah, absolutely. This is the guy who's emptied it. Mystery solved. That guy down there. Here we go. Yeah, this guy was coming off. Oh, no worries.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh, no. To be honest, I just didn't realise that I'm not myself today. I didn't cotton on that you were coming up.
Neither's my dog.
Oh, I've got like some kind of flu going on. Oh dear, but yeah, don't worry. There we go. I'm going to walk around for that one, play it safe. It just looks like it's slightly wider than normal. It can't be.
I never do it.
I used to, but I slipped just slightly a couple of weeks ago and I got the fright of my life. So sort of, I'm bottling out, yeah. I think maybe today, well, yeah. So I'm going to have to actually work this twice because I'm going to have to get this bloke through now. Have you? Yeah.
I'll go out now, more than
well, do you know what? If you don't mind, mate, I don't want to sort of hold you up too much, but are you okay? Yeah. Oh dear. Do you know, I wouldn't even normally trouble you saying yeah, but I'm just not quite myself today. So I wouldn't normally take your kind offer, but if you don't mind, I will do today. Have you come far? No. Oh dear. Right, how are we? Half or full? Half or full? Full. It's shallow, isn't it? Put the catch on. There we go. Yeah. Whew. This one as well. Very shallow lock, this. Very shallow lock. And what this guy's doing is staying at the back. But oh dear. Oh blimey. Yeah, just at least this bloke's going to help me, so that's brilliant. He's very kindly said he'll pull over and work it for me. Let's see what we've got. No. Yeah, nice and shallow. My favourite kind. Healthy amount of water looking at the bywash thing channel. So no shortage of water in the canal. Are we there? Yes, yes we are. Here we go. I've got a wasp on to my side somewhere. That one inside the boat looked absolutely massive, like hornet sized. So obviously I'm getting paranoid. Oh dear. Oh, do you know what? You're so kind. Thank you so much. As I say, I wouldn't normally even trouble you to accept it, but I'm just not feeling very well today. I wasn't even going to move. Oh, thank you so much. I wasn't even going to move today, to be honest. But I thought I'd better make some progress, you know. Yeah. Well, I don't know really. I'm either going to go onto the Trent.
I've just come up the Trent.
Right.
Go in the right direction.
Yeah, or I might turn south down into the Oxford or something. So I'm sort of in two minds. I've got until Fradley to decide. And then I've got to make my mind up. Oh dear. This is one where no lock ladders would be needed. This lock's shallow enough you can just get on the roof. Get on the roof and climb straight onto the lock side. What a lovely guy offering. So many would just take off. Yeah. Right. Right. So just bumped the bloody lock wall. Absolute awful bump. Well, not hard, just stupid. So let's slow this down. Oh dear. I'll do this side. Oh, honestly, no, it's the least I can do. Because so many people wouldn't offer. Honestly, so many people wouldn't offer. It's a heavy gate there as well. I'll give you a little, an extra shove with it. But yeah, so many people I find just wouldn't offer to help, you know. They just say, oh, thanks a lot, and take off. So I really appreciate it.
I know what it's like when you're single.
You're a single man yourself, yeah? Well, single-handed anyway, yeah. Oh dear, oh dear.
I feel that's a bit of I'm single-handed, but I do have a wife.
Well, so the missus sensibly stays at home, does she? Ah, right. Okay, I'll go and jump on. Oh, do you know what? You're such a gentleman, sir, honestly.
Enjoy your floating away.
What an absolute gent, honestly. I'll keep the keep the windlass handy. I think it's a couple of miles.
The trouble with the Trent is, I've done the Trent like 3 times now.
Right,
Once you're on it,
can't get off.
well, you can get off, obviously. Well,
Yeah, at points.
you're stuck to your buzzer till
Right.
you get to the but once you do get off, if it goes up and down, it floods easily.
Right.
You're kind of stuck there till the river drops.
Right,
Because I've just come from the Chesterfield canal.
right.
Keep you in that way off.
I'm just in two minds about it, you know.
Honestly, it's not as bad as everybody says.
Yeah, I bet it's amazing. I bet it's amazing.
It's completely different.
Yeah,
And it's with Chesterfield, if you can, that is it.
yeah.
But it's a dead end.
I mean, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the Trent. It's just whether I do it this time or whether I go south first. I'm definitely going to do it.
I'd probably go to the south first. Then
Yeah.
come up through the Trent, it was still the same height.
Yeah. Oh, I'm definitely going to try. I really, yeah, 100%. Morning. Do you know, I could climb up and close that one and open that gate. I should have climbed up and opened it. The lock's so shallow. I could have opened the gate, look. I could have just climbed up here. I'm disappointed with myself. Do you know, is the next one shallow as well?
No, it's quite big.
Oh, it's a deep one, the next one, is it?
I think so, if I remember rightly.
Because I just realised, dude, I could have sort of just climbed up on the roof.
Quite
This
nice. I think the other one's the next one too deep.
right.
The ones on the Trent,
Oh, they're huge, aren't they?
you get a little man with a button.
Yeah, yeah. Right. What an absolute legend. Opening the gate for me. No messing about. What a legend. There we go. Take care. Do you know what? It's next time I bump into you, I owe you a pint. Honestly, you've saved me a bit of messing around there. I'll buy you a pint for that. Thanks very much indeed for your help. Oh, you make sure you do. And have a nice afternoon. Yeah. Bye for now. Bye-bye. What a legend. Where's the remote gone? Where's the thing? Oh, there we are. So I don't have to do all the normal things that I do at locks, because that guy, because I worked him through, he's doing the lock. Well, you could see he worked me through. Brilliant. I don't even care if it's got sexual connotations. It felt great. So there's one more lock. Now I've got a bit of a, I don't know how far, first thing is, right, I don't know how far I'm going to go today. Now I've already made one stupid mistake, which was I didn't even realise there's a boat down there. The lock's open and empty. There's a boat down there on the lock landing. I didn't put two and two together and realise he was coming up. There wasn't a boat went past me. It was him emptied it. And to not realise that is really stupid, genuinely. To the point that it worries me. It worries me that I could be that stupid. But it's partly me just being stupid, right? Yeah, as usual. But I feel like it's also this cold I've got. I'm hesitant to call it a flu, really. Afternoon. Guy on his boat there talking to a passerby. Well, I did this section, right? This is, it's got memories. Well, let me put it another way. I did this section 3.5 years ago when I first got the boat, and the truth is, right, it's got no memories. The only thing I can remember from this entire stretch is that Haywood junction back there and that bridge and the higher base. I do remember that. That stuck in my mind. It was in September of 2020, yeah, 2020, and I'd only been on the boat for about 2 months, making my way north from Ely near Cambridge, and yeah, got up to here. Great Haywood stuck in my mind. Maybe that's the way it goes, because the sort of, there's a lot of sameness about the way canals look. I'm not saying they're all the same, you know, obviously not. They're all different in some ways, but there are stretches where you could be on any canal almost. It's nice, but there is a sameness about some of them. I don't want to, it's not negative, you know, I'm not saying a negative thing. They're nice and uniform in some ways, in a very nice way. But it also means sometimes it isn't just my memory. I think you can look at stretches of canal or cruise them and be like, where am I again? You know, if you'd just been landed there, you'd be like, where am I? Even if you'd travelled it 3 years before. I think sometimes maybe even 2. I don't know. But it's not ringing any bells. So the chap who walked past us in a boiler suit, 100% boater. Only boaters wear boiler suits. I was going to get one myself to cruise in, a boiler suit. I even wondered about whether to get one like a Clockwork Orange style thing, you know. But of course white is a very impractical colour for boats. It's only going to stay white. You might not even be able to step off the boat. That's how quickly it would get mud or dirt on it. But look at this, something in me here. Look, I've got to watch out now. I feel like I'm going to have to get some fly repellent on. I've just had a bit of a scare. Something just tried to access my ear. So I'm spraying myself. A little bit of a breeze, to be honest here. A little bit of a breeze. Shit. The little recorder's just fallen off my neck. I've got to do something better. Just fallen off my collar. Oh great, now this clip's bust. Clip's bust on it. Okay. That was supposed to happen. I wonder if I can get the clip. I'm sure I'll be able to reconstruct it. But it just got knocked off my collar. The little audio recorder thing. And oh, I hope it hasn't broken. Okay, well look, I'm going to keep that. It switched itself off. That's disappointing. It probably hasn't recorded any audio now. I'll have no audio for the last however long. So time to get a second one. I've got a backup one. I'm just keeping my eye on the. Well, I might keep my eye on the course. Not enough, probably. The wind's against me, so I'm not going too fast on this section. Let's try a different one. Right. Take two. I don't know how I'm going to make these things stay on my neck. I mean, usually I don't have too many problems with them, but there's something. What's going on? There we go. I'm just going to leave it there and hope for the best, really. So, not a long cruise today. I don't know exactly how long, how not long, but not long, not too long. Well, I hope not. Well, A, because I'm not well. I want to make progress, but there's some kind of a weird building over there. I've got to check out what this is. A weird structure. Oh, I've gone behind a tree. Damn it. Hiya. But the countryside over there, it's called Canal Chase. It's one of the largest areas of natural land, you know, unspoiled or not farmed, you know, no towns, not farmed. Don't think there's even any villages in the middle of it. It's one of the largest areas of that type. I wouldn't call it wilderness, that seems to be going a bit too far. But certainly one of the largest areas, unspoiled areas, natural areas in England. I won't say the UK because Scotland's got probably much bigger ones. But yeah, Canal Chase. I do hope that wasp or hornet thing buggered off. I really can't be doing with the thought of that knocking around inside the boat. Because what happens is they stagger around a bit. They can't get any food. They start getting weaker and just staggering around in a corner. You know, they do stupid things like that. And all of a sudden you'll come across them inadvertently, annoy them by a stroke of your hand or something, and you'll get a really nasty sting off them. I'm saying all this hypothetically. I can't remember ever being stung by a wasp. Now, I want this on record. After I made that statement about I can't remember being stung by a wasp, there's some wood, touch wood, both hands, because that's quite a strong statement, isn't it? But I genuinely can't remember. I've always been such a coward with insects, and particularly the nasty ones that bite or sting, that I've never gotten, you know, into any sort of disagreements or contretemps with a stinging insect to the point where it's felt the need to sting me, or at least you know, if a situation was brewing where there could have been trouble, I've always preemptively managed to squash it before it realised about my evil intent. So yeah, so far so good. I've got a couple of horsefly bites when I was doing the solar panels back in 2021 down by Whitchurch, Wixall Moss. Didn't even feel them as well. Cunning. Anyway, we're not going into the cunning of horseflies. We you know how I feel about them. My arch nemesis, the horseflies. So many of them as well. I haven't got a chance really. So where are we going? Right, okay, well it's a couple of miles. It's about 3 miles. It's maybe 4 miles. And one of the options I've got today is to carry on all the way to Rugeley, which is the next town. There's loads of moorings here, by the way. This is worth remembering if it floats your boat. Hiya. All the Armco here, look. Loads of Armco. It's going on for absolutely ages. Hundreds and hundreds of yards of Armco. Do you hear that guy? I didn't even know he was there. I didn't even know he was there. I hope the camera picked him up. He was something, went do 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 do. Can't even remember the words. This is this flow. It's an absolute bastard. My brain doesn't even work. God. And I've just heard him singing lyrics and I can't even, I'm just annoyed. How can I not? It's a really famous song. Anyway, the camera will have picked it up. You'll know what it is because you will have just seen it and remembered it for more than 30 seconds because you're not a bloody idiot like me. So we got to watch out now anyway. So we have seriously got to watch out. I've got some repellent on. I haven't really gone crazy with the repellent. So there are areas of my torso and the shirt which a fly could be attracted to or, you know, not be repelled by, let's say. So I still feel as if I'm at some risk. But I've got to make a decision anyway. I've got to make a decision, right? And the decision is, do I stop near Dave and Di, who I believe are near Little Haywood, because there's Great Haywood behind me, the Little Haywood is ahead. Do I do that? Or do I carry on and just go all the way to Rugeley, which is an option. Now there's a boat coming my way. I'm just sitting, right, the next lock is 3/4 mile. And then it's just open cruising. So Colwich Lock and then it's open cruising. That's Little Haywood. That's where Dave and Di will probably be. Yeah, straight into Rugeley. Rugeley's only 3 miles to crow flies, maybe 4. So it's about 2 hours to Rugeley. I'm tempted to do it because I've been sort of rural for a few days. And I can't remember. When I first got the boat, here's the thing, right, here's the strange thing. I'm going to get on this side of the cut actually, because I don't want this boat thinking I'm going to act like a jerk. I want to give them plenty of room. But when I first got the boat, I really avoided towns like a lot. I just wouldn't go. And somebody told me something had been stolen from his boat in Rugeley, particularly. So I just cruised right through Rugeley, and I didn't even stop. Which, thinking back now, is daft, you know. It's probably fine. So. Yeah, I avoided Rugeley like the plague. I had to go through it on my route up to Great Haywood and beyond, but I didn't stop. I stopped short of Rugeley the night before and cruised through it in a day. In fact, I probably came straight up here. Anyway, whatever I did, I didn't stop. And the first town of any size that I really stopped in was probably Chester, up into Nantwich, close to Nantwich. But there weren't many towns where I stopped. I don't know what it was really. Fear is too strong a word for it. Now, look, I am an absolute coward, and fear is a likely candidate, but I wouldn't. Apprehension is more, worry about sort of gangs of kids messing about and breaking windows and just causing you hassle, that you don't need. Damaging things being nicked off of the roof or the cratch. And sort of stuff like that worried me. And so I avoided towns. But, and it's, it was just crazy. I've completely changed my sort of attitude. Not completely, but like Rugeley, I don't mind. I'll cruise right into the centre of Rugeley, because as long as there's a few boats around, you've got sort of safety in numbers. You're not an unusual. You're not going to attract attention if there's a few boats knocking about. That's the thing. If there's a few of you there, you're just another boat. You're not unusual. If you're unusual in an area, if you stand out, that's where the kids start to pay attention, I feel. So where's this loch? Still got half a mile to go. Yeah, still got half a mile to go. Colwich Loch. Now, Dave and Di will be about somewhere. I think after this loch, I think they went through. Where's the thing to charge this? I'll slow down a little bit as well as a boat moored. Not that anyone slows down for me, as we know. But anywho, there's more of Cannock Chase. I think the canal basically runs alongside Cannock Chase for a few miles. Quite a few boats. Oh, this must be where Dave and Di are. Right. No, it's not where Dave and Di. I think we're approaching Little Haywood, perhaps. There are some houses up there. That could just be a little village. Like Little Haywood is more of a small town. But yeah, Cannock Chase over there, right? It's very popular with wild campers, apparently. People with a tent, they'll walk in, they'll hike in or drive in as close as they can and hike off into the woods with a tent and spend the night. And I'm starting to get the impression that it's full of them overnight. As I guess it would be, because it's the only really wild open area that we've got for many miles. It's one of the sort of downsides of England, I think, that we just have to live with and adapt to. We really don't have enough wild air for my liking. Everyone will feel differently about it. For my liking, we don't have enough wild areas. So there's some sheep, little mini sheep farm thing. They're lambs, aren't they? They're too small. It's with it being May, the lambs are now a couple of months old, aren't they? They're born in like mid-March. So the lambs are getting a bit older now. So I'm expecting to see Dave and Di's boat either just after the lock, well, in the vicinity of the lock. They can't be far. There's Di. Right, there they are. There's the guys. There seem to be some moorings further up, but as I say, I'm in two minds whether to just press on and go closer to Rugeley, like within an easy ride, say, even if I don't go right in there. I wonder if they'll spot me and pop out. It's a lovely area. And I'll tell you something else as well. It's a while before there's any free moorings. Oi! Cowgan!
Good afternoon.
All right, mate.
All right.
Do you know what, Dave? I'm wondering whether to press on a little bit, you know. There's no shops here, are there?
No.
Yeah, I'm wondering whether to press on a mile or two to the outskirts of Rugeley.
We're heading Rugeley
On Friday anyway, aren't you?
Friday, Saturday.
Yeah. Because I was looking at Google, there's bugger all here.
Good card.
I'm still got this flu, mate. I'm not up to it yet. So I need a couple of days off. Yeah. Now I'll carry on for the hell of it. Now that I'm moving, I'll just go for it. So I'll keep you posted anyway. Loads of bushes while I'm talking to Dave. So unfortunately, my mesh windows are probably getting a right see into here. So that's not great. It is. But this is what happens. This is what happens when you start exchanging banter with folks on the bank or in a boat as you pass. You make silly mistakes. You know, you cruise off course, end up in the weeds or whatever, and it's shallow there as well. Like, it's genuinely shallow. I'm looking down and it's proper shallow. I can see the roots under the surface. It doesn't, anyway, you know, you get the idea. Yeah, so Dave reckons there's a decent pub, but I'm not up to visiting the pub. I'm still feel all bunged up. And I would imagine you can probably hear it as well. I'm looking out ahead because this is quite narrow, this bit, and if there's a boat coming the other way, I want as much warning as possible. Sharpness needs, oh right, stonemason's cottage. So these were cottages for people supporting the boating trade, the freight trade that went on the canals. Little line of cottages. Thankfully, it's a quiet day today. There've been about 6 or 7 boats went past this morning. No, 10. Funny thing, the memory can play tricks, so it feels like probably it was 10. Both directions. But I've not come across any boats, except for one. Did I pass? Maybe 1 or 2. In this last couple of miles that I've done. So that's not busy. For this section of canal, that's not busy. So that's good. I haven't had to duck and dive all the way down in narrow sections, and some of these are. There's trees falling, bushes falling down, partly blocking the waterway. That would have made it quite tricky. So the lock, we're probably not far, you know. I'm wondering if I've just caught sight of it. I'm wondering if I just caught sight of the lock. yeah, that little section, I wouldn't enjoy meeting a boat coming the other way. It would depend who you met. If it was one of the centre line hoggers, you know, who don't like moving over, then it could be a bit of a tense minute or two. But if it's someone reasonable, probably not so much. So I just got a sneaking feeling that the lock is approaching around this next bend. I'm not even going to check the map. What I will do is just put a couple of revs on. I can't see a lock landing, but I can see a big beam of wood or something. I can see a structure that's sort of reminiscent of a lock beam. Normally though, you will see a lock landing. So I don't know. Okay, well I can see the bollard, so that's good. But I don't know if there's someone working the lock. Yeah, there's someone with a windlass in their hand. Okay, so this could be set in my favour. If I've got this right, this lock could end up set in my favour. And that would be marvellous. Yeah, there's a boat coming up. So I'm going to pull over. I might give them a little hand on their way out. Definitely someone with a windlass. So I won't need to fill it, it will be set in my favour, but what I will do is I'll just dive in for a quick break. I think what I'll also do, take a few revs off. It's proper hot this afternoon. It's really, sun's out and it's really picking up. I feel like we're into the weather where the inside of the boat's going to start getting uncomfortable during the day. And of course, once you get the heat waves, it's uncomfortable 24 hours. Right, so whoever that is closing the gate. I don't want to appear unhelpful, but I'm coming in rather slow. Some people would look at this and think, is he coming in slow deliberately so he doesn't have to, you know, do any work? So I'm going to turn that off the centre line, slow myself down. And there's a little patch of mud, unfortunately I've gone in it with the boots, which is a pain. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah. I'll come and give you a hand now. Well, just got to pop inside. This lock solo. Sorry, I'm a bit late. An urgent break was needed. I shall say no more than that. It's alright, I'll do those, don't worry. You jump on. Oh dear. Are you going far today? Yeah. Oh right. Yeah, yeah. Is Rugeley very busy, did you notice? Are there, but there's spaces at Rugeley, you would say, yeah?
Spaces at Rugeley.
Did you notice?
There are, but there's still quite, yes, there are spaces.
Yeah, but it's there are some boats there, like, yeah. Right. Yeah, yeah. I'll take a chance and go for it, but yeah, sorry I wasn't more help there, chaps, but urgent matters needed attention. So, exactly, yeah.
Have a nice day.
Yes, you too. Take care. Right. Let's sort this bloody lock out. Are you still working? Yep. Dirty gloves, because I've got a lock ladder. Dirty gloves, where art thou? Dirty gloves, there we go. As usual, right in front of me. Right. Afternoon. Are you coming up, yeah? Oh, thank you so much. There we go. Obviously, they're coming up. Some canal water just went in my eye. Oh, so welcome. Just give the boat a little shove this way to bring it round. Yeah, some canal water just went in my eye. I do hope that's not going to be a problem, because it is not nice stuff. We do hear of people having health problems after swimming in seawater and rivers that have been polluted. There we go. Guys, would you like me to do any paddles or gates or anything? Just there. Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much. A full crew. Oh, I'd kill for a crew. Honestly. Can I get it? There we go. Hiya. You guys all on the same boat, yeah? Yeah. Oh my God, there's millions of you. Oh. Oh, got it. Get on before it sinks. So there's a party of Americans. Party of Americans, presumably on holiday. Kindly working the lock for me. How absolutely marvellous. So basically, I've gotten through 2 locks with minimal effort, really.